Good morning. I'm Rashawn Gidwani, and you're watching the Daily Morning Note. It's Monday, the 30th of January, 2023. Here's our Week 5 equity strategy from Paul Chu, Head of Research for Phillips Securities. He says it's a busy week ahead with several major events. Most of big tech will be releasing results together with a Fed rate decision. We are not expecting upside surprises in big tech earnings due to currency headwinds similar to Microsoft. We expect the current Fed pause or mini Goldilocks equity rally to continue this week. The Fed should be hiking the interest rate by 25 bps on the 1st of February. Speeches by key FOMC members Branard and Williams signal no pushback to market expectations. Slowing rate hikes is a signal that a pause is approaching. However, we do worry that forward guidance by Powell may keep markets on edge. REITs can investors search for yield with interest rates peaking. Singapore stocks rose for a fourth consecutive day on Friday, ending the week higher amid a broader rally across the region. The benchmark Straits Times Index rose 0.5% or 17.02 points to close at 3,394.21. Wall Street advanced on Friday, marking the end of a rocky week in which economic data and corporate earnings guidance hinted at softening demand, but also economic resiliency ahead of next week's Federal Reserve meeting. So far in the early weeks of 2023, the Nasdaq has jumped 11%, while the S&P 500 and the Dow have gained 6% and 2.5% respectively. Singapore's sale of 12-month treasury bills drew record demand for the maturity as investors sought to lock in higher yields amid speculation they may be close to peaking. The city-state sale of $3.6 billion of securities due January 2024 drew total bids of $10.5 billion, an all-time high in data from the Monetary Authority of Singapore starting in 1987. They were sold at an average yield of 3.53%, the highest since 1992 and up from 3.28% at the prior sale in October. The pace of property price increases in the last quarter has slowed and sales volume is down after fresh cooling measures kicked in last year. But the government will continue to watch prices and borrowing, said Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat. Latest official data released on Friday showed private residential prices were up by 8.6% in 2022, slowing slightly from the 10.6% rise in 2021. A new cash advance scheme by ride-hailing service Grab has stoked conversations on whether such a lending product is beneficial to gig workers or could put them at risk of running up debts. The scheme comes 4 years after the company launched a similar product and then scrapped it. Grab rolled out the new scheme called the Partner Cash Advance Service in December 2022. Keppel REIT secured positive rental reversions of 23.4% for its office assets in Singapore's central business district in the fourth quarter of 2022, bringing its portfolio's reversions for the full year to 10%, its head of asset management Rodney Yeo said. Speaking in an earnings call on Friday after the Real Estate Investment Trust posted a 1.7% increase in distribution per unit to 0.0592 Singapore dollars for financial year 2022, ended December 31st, he said the REIT now expects reversions in the mid to higher single digits for leases expiring in 2023. The US has secured a deal with the Netherlands and Japan to restrict exports of some advanced chip-making machinery to China in talks that concluded on Friday, Bloomberg reported, citing people familiar with the matter. The agreement would extend some export controls the US adopted in October to companies based in the two allied nations, including ASML Holding, Nikon, and Tokyo Electron, the report said. US consumer spending fell for a second straight month in December, putting the economy on a lower growth path heading into 2023, while inflation continued to subside, which could give the Federal Reserve room to further slow the pace of its interest rate hikes next week. The report from the Commerce Department on Friday also showed the smallest gain in personal income in 8 months, in part reflecting moderate wage growth, which does not bode well for consumer spending. The Personal Consumption Expenditures, or PCE price index, edged up 0.1% last month after rising by the same margin in November. In the 12 months through December, the PCE price index increased 5%. That was the smallest year-on-year gain since September 2021 and followed a 5.5% advance in November. Britain's soaring wage inflation is likely to push the Bank of England to another sharp increase in interest rates this week. Investors and economists expect the UK's central bank to raise its key rate at a half point to 4% on Thursday. That would mark the highest since 2008 and the quickest string of hikes in 3 decades. That's all for today. For financial news, tune in weekdays at 8:30 a.m. live on YouTube and Facebook. Please like and subscribe for more. See you again and have a great day.